I didn't expect him to tick me. Let's try this again. That prevent you from doing your jumpy thing. Done. Dangerous. Actually, I might just auto-recover a little bit so I can give myself some extra in the tank. And I believe... Oh, right. Flizzard. Why does it have to be Flizzard? I hate him. Because that stupid Shakarn attack. Done. Activision Blizzard. God. No, it's a lizard. Flaming lizard. Actually, a couple moments to uptick with auto-recover chip. There we go. So then next up, Zero Recoil and Double Dump. Because, honestly, dealing with the security system, not that big of a deal. It's the spikes, more often than not, that get me. What am I doing dashing this gap? Really, game? Style points. Thought my toes touched that for a moment. Kinda glad they didn't. I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in a bean skewer. That's, not made of beads. Slice you, get my HP back up. And that's one full sub-tank. Alright. Second half of bosses. I believe this one is Tristram. No, it is not. It's, furry bait. Foxtar. So you... I'm trying to remember, I think it was electricity, and I need that. Come on, me. Dash through both. 3, 2, 1. Get one hit in. Interrupt that attack. Dodge, dodge. 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And cleave. Not terrible damage, but I think you should heal some of it back up. One more tick. There we go. Next boss fight. Kek Tank! Yes! The easy boss! Because just saying, Kek Tank, again, the easiest Robot Master. Or, not Robot Master. Gentle Judge. Who is anything but gentle. Done. Ah! Nice try, Muffin, but I know what to do with this boss. You can throw all the trash at me that you want. I'll know exactly how to deal with them. You can throw a Nom Gun at me too. It's not gonna change much. Alright, here is Tristram. To which, let's just swap to the Ice Chip prematurely. Thank you. This attack. He never got a chance to use it once in the previous fight because I absolutely wrecked his face. It could be one of the more annoying attacks, because again, if you don't have a double jump or a shadow chip to phase through it, you gotta do some very precise jumping. Push you. And maybe use that 8 energy quick. Done. Sorry, Tristram. I should recover that 8 energy back, considering I spent it. Ah! Rude! Oh, wait. He returns! The prodigal son! And little spoiler, this particular arena is the ideal arena to... Well, it's his basic arena. So we have Koikimashu once more. Donk! I have never seen him use that attack before. Wow! I didn't even know he tail whipped you. Huh! But on the bright side, he's out. Nah. Let's not piss around. 0 recoil time. It'd be nice if I could stock up that second energy tank. I don't need it, but it'd be very, very useful. You know? Whee! Right, actually. Considering this is a descending section, give me that double dump. Because I don't trust myself as far as I can throw myself. And, little spoiler, I can't throw myself all that far. Unless I have a double jump equipped. Shift equipped. Alright. Boss fight time. And if I remember correctly, there's no elemental weakness to Gamma here. Gamma is still pretty annoying, though. And, little spoiler, Dr. Weil is a human. Gasp. But because of course. Considering that 90% of Reploids were finished, why would a Reploid be the antagonist here? But now for True Form Omega. We fought the original Omega at the start of the game, and he was pretty dangerous back then. He's got a few more tricks this time around, including a bunch of Deborah he could throw out. He's still got the ring attacks. But he goes for an extra ring at the end. Ow. And done. But now for Phase 2. This is where things start to get interesting. The Phase 2 Gamma boss fight is in some ways easier, in some ways harder. Because the point that you need to hit is this little thorn at the top of his head. It's a very specific place. It's not the easiest place in the world to hit. And 10 with that, he's got a lot of different attacks at his disposal. Each of them massive. Bright side, every time we tick down a phase of the boss... Actually, never mind. We gotta deal with all three... Actually, 2 of these 3 phases, I believe. Rapid fire. One, 2, 3. Four. He has that ring. That was close. Again. Done. Phase 1 out. Right side, we can skip this cutscene. Phase 2. For this specific attack, it might just be better off for you to get caught in the thing. You'll need to wiggle out of it, but it's not that terrible. Whee! And again, Shadow Chip proving its usefulness. It is possible for you to dash jump over it, but the timing window is so specific, it's more often than not worth it. You can, however, double jump over it. Really? Oh boy. And maybe just so I don't have to do this again, I'll start to use some Cyber Hulks. Sorry, Lurif. You're dying. That attack specifically, you need to dash to dodge, and the timing on it is very specific. You need a lot of space to do it properly. But we're still not done. We have one final boss. Remember when X was saying all the way back, it's the heart that matters, not the body? Yeah, didn't think that would become relevant, did you? Excellent, Zero. Your power is extraordinary for a mere fake. Fake. As it turns out, For the entirety of the Mega Man Zero series, we're not exactly playing as the original Zero, but a duplicate secondary body. Much like Copy X, we are technically Copy Z. The original Zero is our final boss fight. The original Zero is Omega. Technically. There are some ties between Dr. Weil and the Sigma virus. They're not exactly unfounded. And I think I can get away with healing 8 HP right now. Real Zero here has a lot of attacks at his disposal, and he deals an incredible amount of damage if you're not careful. He can also use all of the same weapons that you can. Be very careful when fighting him. Of course, I'm not being careful, and if anything, this is one of the few instances where I would recommend using the Buster. Just so you can attack from a safe distance. It's also one of the moments where the Shadow Chip isn't all that great. And just in case, because I don't like taking risks. Someone put this version of Zero into Mugen? Oh, criminy. Done. Shot through the heart, and I'm to blame, darling. You give me a copyright strike. Wounded Edgeman. And done. 0-3 completed in a single stream. Oh, sorry, Muffin. Oh, don't worry. Someone will probably clip it for you or some odd. If not, I might. But yeah, this is when X, the true X, decides to go full hero, turn the Dark Elf back to the Mother Elf. We get to destroy the original Zero body. And game clear. Again, I'll mention, this game was meant to be the end of, this is the last Mega Man Zero game, but Capcom being Capcom, we got 04, which essentially was a dedicated epilogue story. And you can kind of see it in places still, with how it's trying to resolve the whole issue with the Mother Elf in 06. You could see a lot of loose ends tied up right here. And originally, Dr. Weil was supposed to have been felled in this last fight. But again, since there was already approval for a 0-4 at this point, they kind of had to be like, okay, in that case, we're fighting something else. It's just me. I'm 0. But covering the relevant material for this game, there is one other thing I do need to mention. This was originally supposed to be the conclusion to the Mega Man Zero game. This is the Mega Man Zero series. And to that end, Inti Creates pulled out all the stops. There's something you can unlock in this game called mini games. There are 3 of them that exist. I've only ever gotten one, and that one is just a survival mission involving using the recoil rod to take out a bunch of B-tans and survive for as long as possible. However, in tandem with that, there's the standard hard mode, there's a New Game Plus that you could do, so you could carry over your chips and cyber helps and whatnot. And finally, this one's the most important. Did you know that Mega Man 03 had e-reader support? Let that sink in. Mega Man 03 had e-reader support. Back in the day, when 03 was a game that you could buy, you would be given a few e-reader cards as well. E-reader? Essentially, it was this peripheral for the Game Boy Advance that let you scan in cards with dot codes on them and get exclusive things in the game. Essentially, paid DLC before paid DLC existed. Or rather, Nintendo's version of paid DLC. You could go to specific shops around the world and get packages of e-reader cards that you could scan in and do exclusive things. Within this game, e-reader effects include such things as adding artwork to the game, changing the pickups and how they appear, increasing the attack power of your weapons, or just immediately removing all the effects, period. However, this being Mega Man Zero Collection, you're probably thinking, well, you can't exactly use an e-reader on the DS, can you? And you're right, you can't. However, Inti Creates thought of that. Within this game and also the Zero ZX collection on Steam, the e-reader support is still built back in. You just need to clear the game once in order to gain access to it. Depending on the things that you do within the game, such as having specific ranks at certain points, or clearing bosses without getting hit once. Yeah, that's the thing that you need to do in some cases. You will unlock certain e-reader cards that you can scan in and use within the game. At that, play the game once, hold down L, and you can access hard mode. Mod cards. I'm just gonna load up file 3 for a moment, so we can open up the pause menu and go back and do that. Exit to main title screen, hit OK. So, within the collection, you can gain a bunch of wallpapers for clearing the games, and at that, for also clearing the story mode for Zero Collection. You can also gain character cards in much the same way. The mod cards, however, require you to do specific things within Mega Man 03. All of them feature artwork from the game or something else along that line. The mysterious elf appears at the Resistance base. If you ever wanted an easy way to unlock all of the mod cards by default, there is a way to do that. Let's just toggle a bunch of cards so I can head back into the base so I can show this. Computer and Seal's room changes. Anytime I play this game, I usually play with the mod cards on. Specifically because it makes it more interesting, being able to tick down bosses a little faster. Better still, the game doesn't recognize this as cheating. So if you ever want to do a good speedrun of this game, make sure you've cleared it first, that way you can add the additional power to the weapons. So if we explore around for a little bit, the computer in this room has changed to its design in 01. Additionally, I never really did any exploring around the resistance base for you guys. This elevator is a little different. It's nighttime. There are also some random cyber elves in places. This elf has a sadness to it. It's like it's calling into me from inside cyberspace. And so on and so forth. I figured I'd show this off, because it's something that people rarely pay attention to. Ah! I understand your mindset, Muffin. Sometimes speedrunning can be a little boring to look at. That's why, when it comes to Mega Man Zero, I don't exactly watch speedruns so much as all A-rank runs, because those require a lot more skill. But yeah. I guess I'll show off the minigame while I do my standard outro steps. To everyone who's dropped by so far, thank you so much. I appreciate the support I get with these streams. Tune in next week, Saturdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard to noon, for random games. Usually I play whatever I feel like it, but sometimes I get a hankering for something, or otherwise I'm recommended something, and I try to give it special mention whenever possible. Be mindful though, crap. I do a lot of research about things, so be careful about what you recommend. Otherwise, tune in Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard to 10 for dedicated RPG game clearing. Currently, it's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, but we're going to be wrapping that up soon. If at any point you miss any of these VODs, don't worry, they stay up on Twitch for a couple weeks, then get ported off to a dedicated YouTube channel, Sage Blake. Up on that channel as well, you could also find weekly videos covering entries of the Sonic and Amateur Games Expo of the prior year, as a dedicated series known as Sage After. Crap. I just want to show this game off, really. It's something fun you could do. There's nothing really that you unlock from it. Yep, that's another thing too. Feel free to join our Discord if you're interested. It's usually a good place that you could just chat with the rest of us, or otherwise recommend games. I'm part of several other Discords too, including Teonis' Flight, as well as a few other places, like Shieldcat and Havoc Fox's specific Discords as well. It's not too hard to find me. I have a dedicated Twitter where I answer questions and post things dedicated to Project Remem. By the way, feel free to check that out. I need to update it at some point with new cards. It's a free mod for Tabletop Simulator, in case you're interested. But otherwise, I do need to find someone to raid. so let's see who's on and doing things around the Twitches. You know what? I have an idea. I haven't exactly rated him at all, and I have talked with him a few times. He's on other people's streams that I watch. Let's raid Nibos. As for a raid message, let's go with 0 chance. Vorby? What? What is that? Something tells me I shouldn't research that. But yeah, if you want to, feel free to rent an emote. Usually, Fiukuri tends to be a good meme choice, but otherwise, feel free to use any emotes you wish. In the meantime, I hope you have a nice night. Stay safe, or day, or thing. Stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. Fel again. Yes, it's the new Kirby game that he's playing. Ah! Thanks.